Hey everyone, it's Dominic, the Prime Time Treasure Hunter. Thanks a lot for coming by to check out another video. As you can see, I'm coming to you from a very different location. I am in Times Square, New York City for a board of directors meeting tomorrow morning for a National Neuropsychological Association that I am a member of, and it got me to thinking that I should do a video for you on how to keep your reselling business going when you have to go out of town. It could be that you have to go out of town for a work-related meeting that has absolutely nothing to do with your reselling business. There's a lot of you who have full-time jobs that are separate from your reselling business like I do. And it's important to try to keep things going and to keep a structure, because one of the things that I've noticed is that when I go off of that structure, it could be hard to get back on track. So I try to keep that structure as much as possible. But this could also apply to if you have to go out of town, maybe for a family function or a family visit. It could also be a small little vacation you're on. Now, it could be a working vacation, or it could be a family fun vacation. And don't get me wrong, there are definitely times where it's appropriate to just, not do anything related to your reselling business for a few days, not do any work, just completely get away from it for a while. But if you're in a situation in which you are really kind of thinking while you are away, boy, I wish I could have done something to keep my reselling business going while I'm away, but I'm kind of stuck because all my inventory is at home. There's things that you can do, and that's what I want to kind of take you through. Now, before I even go on the trip, one of the things that I do is I create little buffer zones for me before the trip, and then I anticipate issues that are going to occur after the trip when I get back. So for example, I actually purposely planned my trip so that I would board the flight at around 10:45 this morning, so that would give me enough time early in the morning when I woke up to process any initial orders that came in overnight. And sure enough, there was one that came in this morning that I had to take care of, and so it was good to just get that ready and get that mixed in with all the other packages that were going to get picked up this morning. And that's happened for all other types of trips that I've done. Leaving that buffer zone in the morning is real important. And then I have things planned out so that I will get home tomorrow. If everything works out okay with the flights, which is always a little iffy, but 6:30 p.m. is when I should get back in the airport, and that would give me enough time to get home around 7:30. And so if there's any other orders that take place while I'm away, that would give me enough time to be able to process those tomorrow evening. And then I also anticipated, just in case there's flight delays and stuff and I don't get in until, let's say, midnight, and those sorts of things happen sometimes, that the next morning I have things set up that I don't have to be into my regular full-time job until technically 9:30. Normally I start there at 8, but I purposely schedule things so that I have enough of a buffer zone if I need it. So those types of things are real important. It's important to plan ahead, and it's important to also plan before. But what about when you're actually on the vacation or you're on the business trip? What about then? Well, if you follow me in my Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center, the link's down below if you'd like to join that. I do a be on the lookout item every day that usually rolls in around 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. I put up a little poll, things like that. So I made sure that I had some time set aside here in the hotel to do that, have the Wi-Fi set up and all that type of stuff. But in terms of listing, it's real important. This is probably the most important thing that I could tell you from this video, is to take photographs of your items ahead of time. So anticipate how many days it is you're going to be away. So for me, I'm only going to be gone one day. I'm coming back tomorrow. I got here today, so it's not that long. But I snapped a bunch of pictures of my items, and then I took notes with regards to condition for each of the items that I want to include in my listing. So I've put up about 4 or 5 listings so far, during this time that I'm away from my home base. And so you can list things while you're away. If I go for a longer vacation, so let's say, it's very common people go for a Disney vacation, I'll just have things set so that I know I took enough pictures for those 6-7 days, and at night, once everyone is, taking a shower or resting and getting ready to go out to dinner and just kind of unwinding and watching TV for a little bit, I'll kick back and I'll put up a listing or two. But it's real important that you make sure that you change your handling time if you have an eBay business. Because even if you put your store on vacation mode, that's not going to matter in terms of the expectation for when you get your packages out. So if you put it on vacation mode, but you still have it set that you have 1 day handling time and you're gone for 7 days and have a whole bunch of orders that came in during that time, you're gonna get really badly dinged by eBay. So very, very, very important, change your handling time. You could easily do that with the bulk editing tool and just go in and change it to 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, just whenever you're gonna go back. And then each day during your vacation, you just lower it by 1. Because you have to remember, if you put your handling time as 7 days, that's going to make it less likely someone's going to want to purchase it from you. So after that first day of vacation, go back into your bulk edit tool and lower it down to 6 days until gradually you get back. So those are just some basic tips I wanted to pass on to you. I hope that you find those helpful. If so, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Pass this on to others, because I know this topic comes up a lot. This question comes up a lot in terms of things you should think of to do while you're on vacation. Usually this conversation is limited to handling time and also your vacation settings if you have an eBay store. But it's also important to consider what to do before that trip, after that trip, and during the trip if you want to do any listings. Again, it's perfectly okay to just take a few days off and not do anything related to your reselling business. So I'm not telling you always have to work through those times. But if you want to just put up a listing or two, you can do that. Don't feel you can't do it because all your items are at home. Just take the pictures. That's the great thing about having an online business, is you could take your business anywhere as long as you have your phone or computer. It's a great thing. So I hope you liked the video. Remember, come by to the Facebook group and Instagram channel. That's @prime_time_treasure. I'll see you all at the next video. And I don't look as yellow as I really do in this picture right here that you're seeing. It's just because this lamp right here is pretty orangey and yellow. So it's just making me look that way. So you'll see me in normal colors tomorrow night or the next night, whenever I do the next video. All right, take care everyone. Thanks for watching.